This holiday season, while some gather around tables filled with laughter and warmth, others sit alone in hospital rooms, staring at invitations they know they can't accept. Not every holiday story looks like joy and celebration. Some look like quiet strength, unseen battles, and the courage to face another day. This is one of those stories. My phone vibrates on the nightstand. Another notification, another invitation. Hope you can make it this year. Friends, family, co-workers, all excited about their parties and plans, while I stare at the screen for what feels like forever 30 quiet seconds of pretending I might say yes before reality reminds me why I can't. My fingers pause above the keyboard. I want to say it, that the last holiday gathering cost me a week of recovery, that I once spent Christmas in a hospital room no one knew about. The memory still whispers, but instead I write the same gentle lie. I wish I could, maybe next time. They think I'm just having a rough week, that next time will be different. But the truth is, next time will look the same. This isn't temporary, this is my reality. And the reality of millions living with invisible illnesses, chronic conditions, mental health struggles, or circumstances that make celebration not just difficult, but sometimes impossible. They don't see the quiet war inside wanting to be normal, to show up, to be who I used to be, while knowing that one night out could cost days or even weeks of recovery I can't afford. For people like me, getting dressed isn't just getting dressed. It's an energy calculation. Showing up means borrowing strength from tomorrow and smiling, laughing, pretending everything is fine. That's not politeness. It's a performance one that often leaves nothing for the days that follow. Let me take you back to a Christmas a few years ago, the day everything shifted. December 24th. I woke up in more pain than usual, but that morning, my body made the decision I kept avoiding. The neck and shoulder pain, the headache, all of it hitting at once. Meanwhile, everyone was gathering at a friend's house, the same place we celebrated every Christmas. Same traditions, same jokes, same playful argument over who carves the turkey. I picked up the phone and told my friend I might be a little late. I didn't want to worry anyone. I didn't want to ruin Christmas. But instead of admitting how bad things really were, I spent that Christmas Eve in a hospital bed, undergoing tests and scans, being admitted for a severe flare-up of my condition. Christmas Day looked nothing like I imagined. Snow was falling outside the window, and the hallway was filled with the quiet footsteps of nurses and doctors caring for people who never expected to spend their holiday there. Friends and family called throughout the day, confused and asking where I was. I told them I was sick and kept it simple. Even from that hospital room, I was still trying to protect their celebration. The nurse who cared for me, her name was Maria, had no idea how much her kindness meant. She didn't just check my vitals and leave. She stayed for a few extra minutes, asked about my family, brought me an extra blanket, and in a moment when I felt more alone than ever, she made sure I knew someone cared. To the medical professionals who choose care over comfort, who show up on Christmas morning while others wake to family traditions, thank you. You don't just give medicine or monitor vitals. You give people a reason to breathe easier, a moment of comfort in the hardest hours, a kind of love that often goes unspoken but never unnoticed. Your presence becomes someone's hope, someone's relief, someone's quiet, unexpected answered prayer. To the patients spending Christmas in treatment rooms, to the families keeping vigil in hospital corridors instead of living rooms, and to those celebrating quietly at home because gatherings feel too heavy. Your way of honoring the season is just as real, just as sacred, just as valid. Even in the silence, even in the struggle, your courage remains a quiet kind of light. A reminder that celebration doesn't need to be loud to be meaningful. I started noticing it in the people around me. One friend could bounce from party to party, full of energy and excitement. Another spent the day quietly at home, saving what little strength she had just to make a simple meal. Both were celebrating, just in different ways. Some people have the support, the energy, and the resources to show up with ease. Others are carrying battles no one sees: limited strength, chronic illness, financial strain, family complications, or mental health struggles that make traditional gatherings feel out of reach. But standing in that hospital years ago, watching nurses move room to room and patients trying to hold on to hope, I realized something. Celebration isn't one size fits all. It's shaped by our realities, and every version, loud or quiet, joyful or gentle, deserves the same respect and compassion. So, when someone seems less enthusiastic about holiday activities, remember, they may be carrying challenges you can't see. Not negative, not antisocial, just doing their best. So, here's my hope. If you relate to the struggle of invisible limitations, share this with someone who might need to hear it. Let them know they're not alone. Sometimes, one quiet message of kindness makes more difference than you think. If you want to support others in a deeper way, reach out to someone who might be struggling, not with expectations, but with genuine care and a heart led by compassion. And if you feel comfortable, tag someone who has shown you quiet kindness in hard times. The healthcare workers, the family caregivers, the friends who check in without being asked, the neighbors who notice your struggle and step in before you can speak. These are the people God often works through, the quiet reminders that compassion is still alive. To everyone watching, whether your holiday felt full or empty, you are enough. God is with you in the joy, and He is with you in the quiet battles. You are never walking this alone. May this holiday meet you with the peace God knows you need. And remember, being gentle with yourself is a quiet act of courage. If this brought you comfort, please consider subscribing to stay connected. Happy holidays.